in the raucous heart of the Garter Inn, Sir John Falstaff laments his destitution amidst the stench of stale ale and unwashed bodies. Falstaff proclaims, with theatrical despair, "By the rood, I am as poor as Job. My coffers are emptier than a scholar's head." With a grandiose wave, Falstaff declares, "But fear not, my loyal knaves. Fortune, like a fickle mistress, shall smile upon us once more." Falstaff unveils his audacious scheme. "I have devised a plan, a most audacious scheme, to replenish our dwindling funds." With a glint of avarice, he discloses, "There are 2 wealthy ladies in this town, Mistress Ford and Mistress Page, both ripe for the picking." Falstaff concludes with a lecherous grin, "I shall woo them both simultaneously, with honeyed words and passionate declarations. Their affections, and more importantly, their money, shall be ours." Amidst the lively hustle of Windsor Street, Falstaff sets in motion a mischievous scheme, dispatching identical love letters destined to ignite a whirlwind of comedic chaos. With a sly grin, Falstaff's servants stride away, carrying the fateful letters that promise to turn the town's tranquility upside down. Unbeknownst to Falstaff, the seeds of his own undoing have been sown, as fate conspires to transform his amorous intentions into a hilarious spectacle. In her parlor, Mistress Page's eyes widen with amusement as she reads a scandalous letter, shaking her head at the sheer audacity of its author. Mistress Ford enters, brandishing an identical letter, their shared expressions revealing a mutual understanding of the outrageous situation. Mistress Page exclaims, "Can you believe this? The nerve of the man!" With a mischievous glint in her eyes, Mistress Ford declares, "Revenge is a dish best served humorously." A shared glance seals their pact as Mistress Page and Mistress Ford conspire to turn the tables, plotting to give Falstaff a surprise he won't soon forget. In Mistress Ford's sun-drenched house, a mischievous plot takes shape, spun from friendship and a thirst for sweet revenge. With a glint of playful malice, Mistress Ford confirms, "So, we agree?" Mistress Page embraces the game with glee, declaring, "Absolutely." Mistress Ford, barely containing her glee, proclaims, "I can't wait to see the look on his face." Mistress Page seals their pact with a vindictive promise. "It's time someone taught that old dog a lesson." In the dimly lit Garter Inn, Falstaff, a mountain of a man, basks in a perceived triumph, surrounded by the remnants of his feast. Falstaff, eyes gleaming with avarice, believes his stars have aligned as he exclaims, "My stars shine upon me! 2 birds with 1 stone, Ford's wife and Page's wife, both smitten." Ah, sweet success! Amidst the revelry, Bardolph and Pistol hail Falstaff as a ladies' man and a king amongst cuckolds, unaware of the impending humiliation. Falstaff, lost in delusions of grandeur, proclaims, "Silence, you knaves! Let us plan our conquests. Each rendezvous shall be a triumph." Little do they know, Falstaff is about to pay them a visit. Unbeknownst to Falstaff, the smitten wives are weaving a web of deceit, their letters serving as bait to lure him into a carefully orchestrated trap. Mistress Ford, her heart pounding with a mixture of anticipation and dread, nervously informs Master Ford of Falstaff's impending arrival. Her words hang heavy in the air, casting a dark shadow of suspicion across Ford's face as his jaw tightens with growing unease. The silence stretches, thick with unspoken doubts and the looming threat of confrontation. In the dimly lit Garter Inn, a clandestine transaction unfolds as Ford, disguised as Master Brooke, secretly pays Falstaff for his dubious services. Under the guise of sincerity, Ford presses, "This payment is for your services in courting Mistress Ford. I want to know if she is true." With boisterous confidence, Falstaff proclaims, "Fear not, Master Brooke. I shall have her eating out of my hand in no time. Success is assured." A bag of coins changes hands, sealing the treacherous pact between the jealous husband and the boastful knight. Falstaff arrives at Ford's residence, the atmosphere heavy with unspoken desires. The clatter of a key pierces the air, shattering the illusion as Master Ford unexpectedly returns. Mistress Ford's eyes widen with panic as her husband appears, her secret rendezvous on the brink of exposure. In a flurry of hurried gestures, Falstaff is thrust into a large laundry basket, vanishing beneath a heap of soiled linen. Unaware of the corpulent knight hidden within, Ford's servants unwittingly carry the laundry basket toward the river, setting the stage for comedic chaos. Ford, consumed by suspicion, frantically searches his house, his desperation escalating with each empty room. The house yields no answers, amplifying Ford's growing suspicion and fueling his burning jealousy. A laundry basket is flung into the river, marking the beginning of Falstaff's watery ordeal. Falstaff rises from the depths, sputtering and soaked, a portrait of utter humiliation etched upon his face. Falstaff vows vengeance, his words dripping with a blend of fury and wounded pride. "I shall have my revenge on Mistress Ford and that meddling Master Brooke." In the Garter Inn, Falstaff vividly recounts his mortifying experience to Master Brooke, oblivious to the fact that he is confiding in the very man he seeks to deceive. Ford, cloaked in disguise, listens with feigned sympathy, secretly reveling in Falstaff's misfortune. Unaware of the deception, Falstaff continues to embellish his tale, painting a picture of his supposed humiliation and misfortune. Within the familiar walls of Page's house, the merry wives gather, their laughter a symphony of mischief as they plot Falstaff's next humiliation. Their scheme materializes, promising Falstaff another rendezvous, this time on their home turf. The walls of Page's house are set to witness another chapter in Falstaff's folly. Falstaff, flushed with anticipation, arrives at Page's residence, ready to immerse himself in the clandestine tryst with Mistress Page. As Falstaff settles in, the unexpected sound of Master Page's footsteps reverberates through the hallway, shattering the illusion of secrecy. A wave of panic washes over the wives as Master Page's imminent arrival threatens to expose their secret, their earlier excitement replaced by frantic urgency. In a moment of frantic urgency, the wives devise a desperate plan to conceal the portly knight before Master Page uncovers their secret. In a flurry of clandestine activity, Mistress Page transforms Falstaff into a grotesque parody of an elderly woman. Falstaff, now the fat woman of Brentford, vows to embody the role completely, unaware of the impending danger. Page enters, suspicion etched on his face, his distrustful gaze piercing through the layers of Falstaff disguise. Mistress Page warns, "You must play the part well, Falstaff, or my husband will see through this charade." With growing suspicion, Page unleashes his fury, brutally beating the disguised Falstaff. On Windsor Street, Falstaff, disguised as an old woman, sprints desperately, his charade slipping with each hurried step. Page relentlessly pursues, cudgel in hand, delivering comical blows to Falstaff's fleeing form. The townspeople erupt in laughter, their joyous voices resonating through the narrow street, amplifying the absurdity of the spectacle. Inside the Garter Inn, Falstaff, bearing fresh bruises and a crestfallen spirit, embarks on a renewed rendition of his calamitous escapade. He directs his tale toward Master Brooke, who lends a keen ear, artfully steering the exchange to unearth deeper insights into the unfolding drama. The atmosphere thickens with unspoken tension as Falstaff unwittingly divulges crucial details, each word painting a vivid picture of his folly. Inside Ford's home, a web of deceit unravels as the wives reveal Ford's disguise and Falstaff's utter humiliation. Ford, struck by the depth of his jealousy and baseless suspicion, is consumed by a wave of profound shame. The air thickens with the weight of exposed secrets and the bitter taste of regret as Ford grapples with the consequences of his actions. Under the cloak of night in Windsor Great Park, a conspiracy of wives, husbands, and friends hatches a mischievous prank against the unsuspecting Falstaff. Their laughter mingles with the rustling of leaves as they finalize the details of their audacious rendezvous, promising Falstaff a night he will never forget. Unbeknownst to Falstaff, the stage is set for a comical masquerade, where he will unknowingly play the role of Herne the Hunter, lured into a trap of their own making. As the moon ascends higher, the pranksters disperse, leaving behind an air of anticipation and unspoken glee, eagerly awaiting the unfolding of their elaborate scheme. In the heart of Windsor Great Park, amidst ancient oaks, Falstaff, cloaked as Herne the Hunter, awaits a secret rendezvous, the air thick with anticipation. As the darkness deepens, ethereal figures descend upon him, their laughter piercing the night as they close in on Falstaff. A mischievous ambush unfolds as the shimmering figures, like playful sprites, swarm around Falstaff, their laughter filling the air. Falstaff, bewildered and caught off guard, finds himself encircled by a whirlwind of laughter and shimmering garments, the forest alive with their ethereal presence. In the ethereal darkness of Windsor Great Park, unseen lights dance, casting an eerie glow over the scene. Fantastical fairies circle Falstaff, their playful malice and righteous indignation weaving a tapestry of torment. Led by young William Page, the fairies pinch and torment the portly knight. Eerie lighting casts long, distorted shadows, amplifying the surreal atmosphere and the fairies' mocking verses. In the stillness of Windsor Great Park, Ford and Page emerge from the shadows, their faces bathed in the ethereal glow of the moon as they converge upon Falstaff. The crisp night air vibrates with laughter as they mock Falstaff's clumsy schemes, laying bare his deceitful intentions under the watchful eyes of the silent park. Echoes of amusement ripple through the park as Falstaff's pride is punctured. Under the solemn gaze of the moon, Falstaff kneels, his shadow a testament to his fallen pride and deep remorse. In a voice trembling with contrition, Falstaff pleads, "I am heartily ashamed of my misdeeds. Forgive me, I beseech you." Wife Ford's voice cuts through the night, offering unexpected mercy. "Rise, Sir John. It was all a jest." Wife Page echoes the sentiment, dismissing the night's events as a merry prank, no more. "We meant you no real harm." Ford extends a hand of reconciliation, declaring, "We all have played our parts. Let there be no ill will." Page seals the truce with an invitation to camaraderie. "We offer you our friendship, Falstaff. Let us laugh together at this night's folly." Under the cloak of night in Windsor Great Park, Anne, Page, and Fenton snatch their chance, their silhouettes vanishing into the inky shadows. Defying fate and family, their hearts ablaze with determination, they vow to marry, escaping the chains of Page's calculated schemes. Oblivious to the carefully woven plans of Page, they chase a future where love triumphs over all. Windsor Great Park transforms into a vibrant spectacle, bathed in the radiant glow of torches and lanterns. Anne and Fenton, radiant with joy, stand at the heart of the celebration, encircled by a sea of beaming well-wishers. Falstaff, his usual arrogance subdued, is gently guided into the heart of the festivities. The Garter Inn explodes with raucous joy as the company, an unlikely band forged in adventure, gathers for a final, unforgettable celebration. Tankards clink in jubilant cheers, and voices rise in song, weaving a tapestry of mirth and fellowship that echoes through the night. Falstaff, his boisterous nature tempered by a rare hint of humility, stands among his companions, his face adorned with a sheepish grin, a mix of cheer and camaraderie.